Jason, were you trouble in school?
No, not really. I was quite a good kid, really. I basically went to the same school as my dad, you know, and it's...
What, were you at the same time?
How would we have gone to school at the same time?
I was trying to work out there. I was thinking...
Oh, I bet he had your back, though, didn't he, in school, your dad?
So I'm in second week in school, so I'm in biology. And I'm sat at this table and finished the lesson, and then afterwards, you know, at break or whatever, and I hit Mr. Fowler, it was, who was... Manford across the playground. And he said, you have been vandalising the desks in science. And I said, absolutely, I have. No, I would never do that. I would never do that. He dragged me there. And on the side of this table, it said, Manford was here. Like, like the Beano, like W-U-E-R-E. I was like, I never did that. Oh, so someone else did this, did you? Detention. I got detention after school. And I sort of got home, and I thought, I got detention today. And my mum was like, why? And I said, because they said I wrote, you know, Manford was here on the desk. And my dad said, where, what room? I said, biology. He went, on the big table. He went, yeah. That was me! And he came in a few weeks later and he took a little picture of it and everything, yeah, and it was my dad's he'd vandalised...
He came in for the picture, not to clear your name.
Oh, no! So I took the rap for my old man, you know, like a gangster.
Real gangster.
Were you a troublemaker in school, Scarlett? Did
No,
you get into trouble?
No, I'm like Jason. I was, like, well-behaved, actually.
Were you?
Yeah.
I heard you stabbed somebody with a pencil.
Oh, yeah, that one time.
You stabbed one person?
I won't name her, because I still live in the village that I've always lived in. But she knows who she is.
It's not hard to recognise. She's got a pencil stuck in her... I've got to decide which one of your photos goes in the box. And I think danger.
Oh, no.
I think it's got to be you, mate. You look so sweet and cute and it's not at all dangerous. And as much as you're trying to convince me that telling people their mother having dry skin is a really big insult, I'm not buying it. You're talking about a boys' school, lad. I went to a comp. I imagine a boys' school. Was it quite rough?
It can be quite rough, yeah.
Tell me about peanutting.
Peanutting was basically with your tie. So my school was quite strict in that. Your tie was supposed to have 7 stripes, tied in like a Windsor knot. So if you had a Windsor knot, people would take the front of your tie and pull it so that your Windsor knot would get tightened into like a knot, so you couldn't remove it. And so we used to have to put 2p coins down into the knot so that it couldn't be peanutted. Because peanutting was like a natural way for kids to bully kids, like year 9s or just grab someone's year 7 and be like, welcome to school.
I want to talk about slang language, because talking about peanutting, that's not a phrase that I've ever heard, right? Because every school, every generation's got their own language, their own lingo. I'll start you off with an easy one. Scarlett, if we were teenagers...
Yeah.
...and we were round by the bins...
Yeah.
...tashing on...
Yeah.
Do you know what that means?
Yeah, like necking on, kissing.
Kissing?
Yeah, kissing.
Did you have that one in your school?
As in, like, a tash, like...
Yeah, and then the lads would have a little tash and it would tickle you, and it would be tashing on.
Yeah, I only ever kissed one boy, so I don't know. But,
where did you stick your chungy?
Oh, my goodness.
Excuse me.
Chungy. Chewing gum?
Yeah.
Yeah, with chuddy.
Oh,
Chuddy, you are?
Chuddy.
Chud.
Yeah. Chuddy.
Chud?
Chud, yeah.
Did you?
Chud.
If we were going to rush somebody, what would that mean?
Bundle!
Yeah.
Bundle!
I've never heard that either. Bundle. Pylon, that's what we call them, pylons.
You could be in the middle of anything in the playground, and if you just heard the pylon just somewhere, you'd find them.
Even if you were in the middle of a class. Pylon! That's it. Forget the class.
Yeah, of course. That's how we celebrate birthdays. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
The bumps.
You get rushed.
So, puberty. This is one of the most embarrassing things. I don't think I've ever told anybody this before, because why would you? But I can remember my mother came into my room and I was sort of getting dry, I had a towel wrapped around my waist, something like that, you know. And the towel must have just fallen away a bit. And this is mortifying. My mother, because I never recovered from this, my mother pointed at me and went, ooh, who's a hairy little boy then?
Oh, no.
I must have had the lightest dusting of pubes. I must have had about 3. And that has lived with me to this. I will never recover.
I can actually top that.
Can you?
Yeah. So when I was 12, I had to go and have a circumcision. And there was this girl on the next bed. I was like 11 or 12. She was like 14. She was so pretty and funny, and we just got on all day. And I was like, oh, my God, I'm in love with this girl. And I don't think she was in for the same thing. But we were getting on really well. And my mum and dad came to the hospital to check I was all right. And my mum was a trainee nurse at the time, and she said, she went, "Oh, Jason, can I have a look at the stitching and see how they've done the stitching on your penis?" She's pulled it down, and she, at the top of her voice, gives it, "Oh, my God, when did you get pubes?"
Oh, my goodness.
And I was like, "Oh, my God." And when this curtain went back, the girl had gone. She just got, like, I presume she just got home.
Fucking pulled her zipper.